Okay. Uh, Making this video here because, well, quite frankly, okay, I'm doing something that makes me very uncomfortable. Like, let me be very clear about that, okay, on my channel, okay? I'm exposing corruption, cheating, bad behavior, things of that nature, okay? And I focus a lot on Call of Duty because that's a game that I play a lot of on my mobile device, and quite frankly, I'm an old school gamer. I was born in '81, started out on Atari. That was literally the first game station I remember playing on. From there it went to Nintendo and so on. And this is what I don't understand, okay? I live in Ohio. I'm damn near as far away from the border as you can get. Yet literally every round, I'm not joking, every round is full of cheaters. And the reason I put it on the Mexican people is because a lot of them either poquito to nada when it comes to Ingele. So I'm really struggling to understand why, that just seems a problem for me. Okay, now, I know some of you are going to be like, well, it's just a game. People cheat at games. Well, here's the thing, okay? You ever heard of a gateway drug? You start out with something small, and then eventually you end up on heroin or something, Look, I'm just a big believer. If you will cheat at a free game, a game that literally costs nothing, like it's free to download, free to play, but if you will actively go out and put effort and resources and time for the purpose of what? Chasing clout? I'm a big believer that you will cheat on your girlfriend or boyfriend, don't let me assume. And two, you will snitch on whoever around you to save your own butt. Like, people are either loyal and honest or they're not. There's no, well, I steal from stores, but not from people. No, you just steal from stores until you can't anymore. And then you steal from everyone you know. And that's how you end up homeless on the streets. Nobody fucks with you, all that good stuff. So let me go on record for saying this, okay? Let me be very, very clear about this, okay? My videos are not an attack on the Mexican people. Like, I have made more than a few Mexican friends in this world. Lived in Texas for a decade, and I'll tell you now, they're some of the best people on the planet, truly. They 100% are. Hardworking, dedicated, religious, family-based people. And, well, okay, let me tell you this, okay? I was a youth minister for a very short period of time down in Texas at the Texoma Biker Church. One of the attendees there, he was head of a police unit up in Oklahoma. He was a Mexican-American. Second generation. His parents came over here. They took tests, filled out paperwork. They did all of it the right way. This man, like I said, he's the head of, I believe it was the undercover unit or drug unit or something like that. I really don't remember. It's been a few years now, about 6 or 7. Anyways, when Trump, back in 2016, was first running for office, there was a lot of rhetoric about him being a fascist and a racist and every kind of phobe you can think of and all this stuff. And, I really want to be on the right side of things, for my own benefit, my own clear conscience, and so that I can know what I'm doing really is, promoting the right thing and not the wrong thing. Or the left thing. But, I asked him one day, I said, I'm concerned, that I may be blindly following a candidate who's just preaching patriotic phrases, and maybe I got my blinders on. Maybe I'm not seeing the whole picture here. And so I asked my friend what his thoughts were on Trump. And he told me this. He said, well, I've got two dogs in this fight. One, I am Hispanic. And two, I'm a police officer. He told me it was an insult, a slap into the face of him and every other immigrant that's came across the border the right way, because they took the time to do things the right way. They didn't cheat the system, they didn't skirt the system or anything like that. They had a dream and they worked hard, and he's living his. This is what he wanted to do, and I'm proud to say I knew that man. He's a good dude. But after I heard that, that kind of validated for me what I'd been thinking and feeling about the border situation and illegal immigration. Hearing it from someone who had more than one iron in that fire, so to speak. So, I guess in my closing statement here, I just want to put this out there, okay? My attack on the cheating in Call of Duty, I'm calling out a very specific group of people that I see seems to be making a very, very bad impact on the game. And I don't understand why Activision does not block or delete these accounts. That's what I'm not understanding. Because when you report someone, you can put in a lot of reports on someone. Like, seriously, there's like 15 different boxes you can check for different types of cheating. And one of them even says other, where you can write, a fairly long, detailed explanation if the cheating doesn't fit into one of the other aforementioned categories. But I consistently see a lot of the same players pulling the same BS, where the game pauses exactly long enough for someone, someone's waiting outside of a building. You don't know they're there, or maybe you do. But then the game pauses for literally that 1, 2, 3, 5 seconds, just long enough for this person to run in and do whatever they got to do to kill you, or put you in a position to where when the game does unpause, you have literally zero chance of killing them. Like, it's not going to happen. In a lot of my videos, you'll notice I use a MAC-10. Okay, it has the highest firing rate in the entire game, 120. Now, there is the MLG with the rapid fire attachment. It's a longer barrel. It takes a little bit longer to ADS, but the firing rate, once again, it's 120, the same as my MAC-10. It's impressive. It's literally at the top of the high end for firing rate. So you'll notice whenever I'm hitting these guys and I'm getting into these shootouts, I'm only getting like 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4 hit markers, just enough to not kill them. Literally. So my question is, if I'm bared down on you, if one bullet hits, how is it that the other 42 miss? I don't understand that, I'm chasing a guy, he's right in front of me, running for his life. ADS. But I get between 1 to 4 hit markers, just enough to either barely touch him or not kill him. But he's running in a straight line, and so am I, so how exactly does that work? Come on, Activision, y'all gotta do better.